Today we're going to go with some antique four-wheel drive vehicles on the Moab Rim Trail in Moab, Utah. This video is a Quasi-8's production. We're going to start out here near the beginning of the trail. The Moab Rim Trail goes up along a cliff face from down in the Colorado River, near the Colorado River. And as you climb up, you're crawling along the edge of the cliff. It's hard to see right here in this picture, but we are right on the edge of the cliff that goes down to the Colorado. Right here we're probably maybe 100 feet up above the river, the road that goes along the river. But as we continue along the trail, we'll get higher and higher up above the Colorado. These pictures right here are being taken by Jeff Petrovich in his 1943 Willys MB, he calls Bam Bam. Right in front of Jeff is Tim Cooper. Tim's driving, I believe it's a 58 Series 1 Land Rover. The rest of the group is further up ahead, and I'll introduce them to you as we go along. In front of Tim you can see there's a CJ3A there. That's Ernie Ongaro in his Jeep Lucky. And Ernie is taking the line that most of us took to the right, and Tim is going around to the left to take a little bit harder line. I like including some of this dash cam video that Jeff shoots just to give you an idea of what the general trail is like and not just focus on the obstacles all the time. You can tell, but Tim was probably about 10 feet from the edge of the cliff right there. Can't remember if I told you, but Tim's Land Rover he calls penalty box. The penalty box. Doesn't take too long coming up Moab Rim Trail. That's the beginning right there behind us. Until you get to the first kind of major obstacle, which is called the Devil's Crack. This is me, I'm Stan Fuller in my 1948 Willys CJ2A, I call Grandpa's Jeep.
Oh, yes, damn.
This is Billy Douglas in his tricked out CJ3A.
You're good, you're good.
You backing off, you're going to keep going.
Huh?
You backing off, you're going to keep coming. I would turn this way just a little bit.
Your way?
But then just go real slow. No more. Makes it look a little more dramatic with that tire waving in the air.
Yep, you're good. You're gonna break back over now. That's real pretty. Oh.
Little bump.
That was really pretty.
This Alan Kohler and his CJ3A Thumper. Alan's got those big clown tires, we call them on there. They're UTV tires. Just make short work of that thing. Here's Ernie Ongaro This 3A Lucky. Here's Tim in the penalty box. The river looks really close right there, but we're probably 100, 150 feet, maybe even 200 feet up above the river.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff has a new addition to Bam Bam on this trip. He's got the rear steer axle. The rear axle can actually steer, and he's just learning how to work it, get used to it. I don't know what happened with our video. It kind of cut off before actually showing Bam Bam making it up this, but he did.
Hey, Jeff.
The next major obstacle, and really the only other major obstacle on this trail, is not too far above the Devil's Crack, and it's called the Z turn. You come up, you make a right turn onto these steps. There's several of them. Then you make a left turn, go up some more steps. This spot's a little trickier than it looks for our little Jeeps. That step is just the right size to kind of give us a double whammy and also catch us on our bellies. If you don't Hit it just right. I didn't get Jesse coming up the Devil's Crack, so this is your first time seeing him. This is Jesse Coombs in his, I believe it's a 53 Land Rover Series 1. Jesse calls his Land Rover Sweet Pea. I always mess up the years on these Land Rovers. They all look the same to me. Little difference between this Sweet Pea Rover and the penalty box is Sweet Pea is 80-inch wheelbase, and the penalty box is a little bit longer, 88-inch wheelbase. You can see where the guy in the background, I think that's Paul Angaro, is standing. That's the line that most of us take when we go up this obstacle. And Jesse decides to try this little more challenging spot. Eventually Jesse went around and did it the same way the rest of us did.
Well, you gotta choose one or the other.
Yeah, that'll do it. That should work. Awesome. Hey, Alan, go back a little bit. Now turn into it. Right there. Let's try that. Come up on it. Hey, right there. Let's try that. You can stay into it.
Put a tire on that knob.
Right there.
Yeah, that knob.
Like back up a little bit.
Yeah. You got 5 feet. I actually straddled that knot, but Billy went clear around to the right. Ernie wasn't with us all week, but his Jeep Lucky struggled just about every day because he had some sort of issue with the rear locker. It's an e-locker and it wasn't connecting.
Yeah, I would back even farther. We'll just kind of reset you. A little more. All right, that's probably good. Come towards me. Yeah, all the way towards me. Okay, now come up here. Okay, good. And then do a few point reset. I'll watch your back. Turn off your front locker for your turning.
It's an auto lock.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, you got like 2 feet. Little more, little more, little more. You got more, you got more. That's probably good right there. Are you manual steering?
Yeah.
So you have to steer as you do a little ledge. You're gonna have to steer. You have to turn as you drive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It looks like you might make that. Yeah. There you go.
Here we have Tim in the penalty box making the attempt up this same hard line that Jesse tried and then went around.
It might climb now. We might still get that line though. Oh, that's. Try starting. Yeah. Here you go. Tim, what if you were a couple feet this way? What if you were a couple more feet this way? Can you K-turn? Oh, there you go. There you go. Yes, it's just a kind of a big bite. That is a pretty good spot, though. Yeah, your driver rear is in kind of a big hole.
About this time, I kind of decided that Tim wasn't ever going to make it up there. And I started going over and watching Jeff climb up the other line. In the meanwhile, back with Tim.
Okay, Tim. Okay, so you were like 12 inches that side, a bump, a little more to your right with a bump. So.
Once you get past the Z-turn, the trail kind of widens out and turns away from the cliff. There are a few more fun stops, little steps and things that are fun to drive over, but nothing like the Devil's Crack or the Z-turn.
Now you'll have to bump it. To get, because your rear locker's not working, you have to bump it. Nice job.
Once you get up to the top, you kind of make a right-hand turn, and then there's a place to pull out, and you can walk over to this overlook over Moab. Most of the time when I come up and do this trail, we just make a short run of it, and we stop right here and turn around and go back. This is the first time that we continued on to the rest of the trail, at least the first time I had. And I was really glad that we did, and I highly recommend running the whole trail. It's really awesome. Once again, nothing really too technical per se or dangerous from here to the end, but it's really beautiful and amazing. When you get to the end of the trail, the payoff is this beautiful overlook. We parked our rigs on the edge of this cliff. We sat down to eat our lunch on this rock sticking out over the edge. We're up here at the top of Moab Rim Trail, and we're having lunch here on this ledge above Moab. It's pretty amazing. There's the LaSalle Mountains out there in the distance. Moab is down below us. Hell's Revenge and the Sand Flats area over there. On the way down, there's this big sand hill. And it's really a lot steeper than it looks in this video. I could only make it up to here. But we all stopped and took a shot at it. Alan and Thumper with his big clown tires and his V6 power. He made it up. It's Jesse and Sweet Pea, and he didn't make it that far on his first try. These Land Rovers are really nose heavy, so that could be an issue with these, how heavy they are. The engines, even though this is a 4-cylinder engine, it's a lot heavier than the 4 cylinders in our little flat fender Jeeps. Tim in the penalty box, he actually has a Chevy LS V8 in this thing. It's plenty of power. Several entertaining attempts to get up it in the penalty box, but I think that nose heavy thing came into play a bit here too. I think he let some air out of the tires and then Bam Bam has V6 power as well. Jeff usually runs his tires pretty low on air pressure, maybe about 6 or 7. So that made a difference for him too. Air pressure makes a huge difference on sand. I usually run Grandpa's Jeep about 10. If I go lower than that, the tires come off. So Jesse aired his tires down. I think he went down to 3 or something like that. And then he just drove up this thing without even spinning. It was quite amazing. After the first time, he didn't make it very far at all. Okay, this is back down to the Z turn. When we're in Utah, since I live here, I'm usually the trail leader. So I'm the first one down. Nobody got a picture of me.
think you're lined up better than I was, Billy. You're lined up better than I was. Just go straight on down.
Alan has Thumper equipped with a truck 4-speed transmission, so he has that granny low gear. Plus he has the Terra low gears in the transfer case, so he can really go slow, slow, slow. That combined with the fact that V6 Buick Oddfire motor that he has will idle down to like 300 RPM or something crazy like that. He can really, really go slow.
This side's going to drop off first, but you're all right. Just keep going straight. I turn driver. Yeah. Drive through it. By drive through it, I mean drive through it.
Yeah, it died.
Drive through it because you're coming off uneven.
Alright.
Turn driver now. Hard driver. Drive through that, Ernie. Drive through it. Turn driver hard. You might want to back up.
Billy? Is it okay? driver real easy. Kind of wiggle it, get it down into. You want to go down that notch just a little bit, Stan.
I'm not sure what notch you're talking about.
Well, you know the one that we hit on the way up.
On your passenger tire.
On that. There you
Now
go.
we're down to the
Really
Devil's
good.
Crack. This one has always been problematic for me to come down.
Real easy.
You have to be really careful and try and get both front tires to come off at the same time, which is tricky because of the crack there. Oftentimes I have a nose in the ground and one tire way up in the air. It really got me off of here just right this time. This flat rock was hanging up on my, I think on my spring hanger or something.
The big rock was jammed up in there.
I was going to come off right there, but I thought I'd bump it.
And you're doing it now.
You like that light, Jeff? Because he's going on what he likes that way.
Okay.
Little more driver. Right there. Now just come easy. Gonna start your drop on the passenger. Turn into it a little bit. Right there, good. Yep, now back off. We gotta go this way for sure now. Yeah. Perfect. Now turn towards me as you come out. A little bit, Mike. A little bit towards me. That's good. You're out of it now. It's gonna. Okay, now you can turn in. Nice job. Turn driver just a touch. That's good, right there. Yeah. Okay, now turn towards me. Towards me. Okay, turn towards me. Towards me. Good, you got me.
As our last man Jeff comes down off the Devil's Crack, that's kind of the end of our day on this iconic trail, the Moab Rim. We all got out safely and without incident. Really appreciate Jeff and Jesse especially for contributing video clips for this video. Thanks for watching.